Some films get greenlit and you just have to wonder, how did this pitch not end in security escorting the guy out of the building? Picture this. It's the mid-90s. Hollywood is still obsessed with aliens, horror, and boobs. So they go ahead and mash all three into one script. Somehow the result is weirdly watchable. A sci-fi horror thriller that's a little Alien, a touch Terminator, and just enough Cinemax After Dark to ensure your dad was suspiciously watching it when you came downstairs late at night. But for all the pulpy charm and guilty pleasure it delivered, there was one glaring letdown. The CGI. This was the 90s, remember? CGI was still in its Jurassic Park or bus stage. Sure, ILM had pulled off miracles with dinos and liquid metal, but not every studio had the budget or the time to polish it. The alien form in this film, designed by H.R. Giger, bless his biomechanical brilliance, but the final effects looked like PlayStation cutscenes at best and laughably unfinished at worst. What should have been terrifying was, at times, unintentionally goofy. Not to mention it dated the film faster than you can say Y2K. Welcome to the Snake Pit, where we're full of bile and venom. I'm your host, Snake Daemon, and today we're diving into another classic that Hollywood forced into a single film when what it needed, what it deserved, was a full-blown series. During the SETI program, Earth's scientists send out transmissions like the Arecibo message into the cosmos. Then we get a response. Not just friendly schematics for limitless energy, but also alien DNA and step-by-step instructions on how to splice it with human genes. Brilliant idea, right? Especially if you're a government official named Xavier Fitch, who immediately orders the creation of a human-alien hybrid. To make things safer, they make the hybrid female, because apparently she'll be more docile and controllable. Fast forward 3 months, and Syl goes from infant to 12-year-old, has violent nightmares, breaks out of containment, and goes on the run. From there, she rapidly matures into a stunning young woman who's part seductress, part apex predator, and 100% ready to mate and conquer. Naturally, the government assembles a mismatched team of experts. An empath, a scientist, an anthropologist, and a gun for hire, and the rest plays out like a race against time to stop the inevitable. One corpse-strewn rampage later, Syl is dead. Or is she? That wriggling alien tentacle feeding a sewer rat says otherwise. But here's the thing, for all its crazy charm, I'll never understand why Species was made as a standalone film. Yes, I love the movie. It's probably my favorite in the entire alien horror genre, yes, even Alien. But when you actually look at the setup and implications, the potential for a series was already staring us in the face. All they needed was one simple change. In the film, we find out way too late that Syl is the only hybrid created. Why not flip that on its head from the start? Imagine a series where Syl is the first, but not the only. While everyone's attention is focused on her escape, other hybrids, less mature, less stable, also escape. Each one with different quirks, strengths, and unpredictable behaviors based on genetic drift. Season 1 becomes a hunt, not just for Syl, but for a spreading contagion. A season of containment versus chaos. Syl still headlines the arc, but she's not alone, and the threat isn't just reproduction, it's mutation. You could have each episode or arc focus on a different hybrid with their own subplot. Maybe one adapts faster, maybe another hides in plain sight, maybe one wants nothing to do with its alien origin and goes on the run from the others. You get character development, more nuanced ethical questions, and, hell, actual stakes. By the time you reach the finale, Syl's pregnancy becomes the tipping point of a much larger invasion scenario, and the team has to decide if they're exterminators or saviors. This structure opens the door for proper world building. You can slow down and explore what these hybrids mean for humanity. Are they weapons, evolution, a cosmic mistake? You could expand Fitch's backstory, turn Dan, the empath, into a reluctant profiler dealing with the psychic toll of tracking creatures that barely register as human. Press isn't just the hired gun anymore. He's the one who has to make the call when things get too far. And Baker, make her the moral compass whose scientific curiosity is slowly corrupted by the horrors she helped create. And let's not forget the fact that Species, like Highlander, is a one-and-done story, or at least it should have been. Every sequel that followed just made the mythology more convoluted, more idiotic. Clone daughters, random hybrids, alien civil wars. It devolved fast into straight-to-DVD schlock that felt like bad fan fiction trying to cash in on Geiger's designs. If they'd started with a series instead, the foundation would have been solid, and the follow-through wouldn't have been the cinematic equivalent of duct-taping a facehugger to a soap opera. Instead, we got one movie that teased an entire world, and then 3 sequels that tried to bury it. So, yeah, Species should have been a series, and it could still work if handled by the right team. But instead, Hollywood gave us a movie with CGI so rough it looked like Syl escaped from a screensaver, and then followed it up with bargain bin sequels that had less tension than a late-night infomercial. But hey, Hollywood gonna Hollywood. Thanks for dropping by the Snake Pit, where we thrive on untapped potential and lost opportunities. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell like the video. And leave your opinions in the comments, where naturally I won't read them. Until next time, stay venomous.